The problem is that a lot of us assume that smiles equals approval. That smiles, that me being happy around you, me telling you I like you means I like you. What you guys don't understand is that nothing's in stone until my actions prove, follow my words. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the big reason why it's so hard to tell when if a guy likes you is that you just are not looking at his actions. You're just looking at him through your hopes and desires. You hope he doesn't hurt you. See what I'm saying? So let's talk about this. By the way, if you're in Bushwick and you want to attend my meditation group where we meditate together and you guys can meet people who have a similar interest to you, you guys can click on the description down below. And we're having a meditation meetup, a meditation circle on November 6th and other times, to be honest with you, not just November 6th. Click on the description down below where it says join the group. You can either WhatsApp me or hit me up on Instagram and I'll send you the information. The first sign that he wants to be a boyfriend is not that he had sex with you. It's not that he is inviting you to hang out. Is that you don't feel the need to use any games. You could just feel there's no need to use any games. There's no need to keep his interest up. Like when you feel like you don't need to do that, most likely you're getting signs from him that he likes you. But even if you feel that, you should definitely use some of the strategies, because if you don't use the strategies, what's gonna happen is that you're gonna get comfortable and you're gonna fuck it up. Okay, you're gonna fuck it up, and then all this time you're gonna waste. So what you gotta do is, even when you feel like you don't need to use any games, use a little bit, sprinkle something in there. You see what I'm saying? Because I can promise you that people who watch my channel, they can think of 5 pivoting points in each relationship that we're in that they could have just used some of the strategies I've talked about, and they wouldn't be in the problems and they would have not lost a person. You see what I'm saying? So one is that you don't feel the need to use any games. The next one is that he opens up to you first. Right, he's the first one to open up to you, not you first, but he opens up to you first, right? And then you could tell the way he looks at you in the eye when you guys are in bed and stuff like that, when he tells you he misses you and stuff like that. But the next one is that, along the same line, is that when you open up, he opens up too. So it's not like you open up and he doesn't open up. No, you open up and he opens up. He even opens up even more, right? So that's one thing. So you can't be opening up and then he doesn't open up as well, right? If you know what I'm saying. So that's something you got to keep in mind. The next one is that he initiates most of the conversations about transitioning the relationship. He initiates sex, obviously, but he also initiates the relationship. He talks to you and tells you he wants to be your boyfriend and stuff like that, right? So that's one thing, is that when he doesn't like you, he's not going to talk about that. He'll even try to avoid that conversation. So initiating the talks about the relationship, even though that's your job, right? Even though that's a woman's job. But generally though, when the guy likes you, he can't resist. And so he'll open up, right? Now the next one is that he talks about the future with you. Now look, people, these are obvious things. But when you like someone, it's not that obvious, right? So when I mean by that is that I remember when I liked a girl many years ago, many eons ago. And I would talk to her about, hey, what are you doing? Where are you going to school? Are you gonna go there? Holy fuck, don't do it. You should come to New York City, right? So trying to convince you to move to where he lives, or just trying to convince you to move closer to him. Those are signs that he wants something more with you, right? Now, future doesn't mean next week let's have a threesome. That's not the future, right? The future is like, hey, let's try something. Let's have a relationship. And the thing is that if he's talking about the future on the first week, that's a problem. Let him, feel him out, right? You want a healthy guy will bring up the future 3 or 1 month, 1 month into it, 2 months into it, right? Don't let a guy let you talk about the future in the first week or two. Don't let that shit happen. Let that happen like 3 weeks or even a month in, all right? But if it takes too long, if he doesn't bring it up though, after like 4 months or 3 months, and it means something, that he doesn't like you that much, and he just wants to keep it casual. But a healthy place for him to bring it up is within 3 to like 8 weeks or something like that. Don't quote me on it. That's just my own assumption. That's what I would feel would be a healthy thing, because a guy who does it in the first week is desperate. See what I'm saying? Second week, okay, you could maybe start seeing something. Third week, hey man, you know what, man? This could work out. Are you planning to live in New York City? Unless you guys are traveling. unless he's traveling to or from that city, or you're traveling to his city, talking about the future in the first 3 weeks, in the first 2 or 3 weeks is not a good idea. But it is required that after that, you better be hinting at something in the future. All right. The next one is that he follows through. All right. He doesn't break any promises. Like, he doesn't make promises, but when he does make promises, he follows through, and we all know what that means, right? We all know what that means. Because we've all experienced when somebody that breaks the goddamn promises, right? So he says, "Hey, let's like, promises to me is something that people use to manipulate your emotions, right? So the first time somebody breaks a promise from the first, like, saying, hey, I promise to take you here, I promise to take you there. A guy that likes you will do that. Like, hey, hey, let's go on a trip, or let's do this, or hey, you know what, next week let's do that. A guy that likes you will follow through. And if he can't follow through that one time, he'll follow through the next week. People, whenever you're feeling like you have to do a little bit more to keep his interest, or you have to do this to keep, back off. Don't do it. Don't give into it. Because whenever you feel like you have to do more, it's because either one, your own insecurities, or two, he's not giving much. He doesn't like you that much. And that's a problem, is that just people cannot accept that just some people just don't like him. And that's the solution to a lot of them. They just don't like you, dude. Move on. But when a person wants to be a boyfriend, ladies, it's obvious. Unless he watches my channel, right? Then you want to look at his search history. Look for Mindful Attraction, look for alpha male strategies, stuff like that. Just to make sure, because if he's watching those channels, then that means that him pulling away can mean that he's just applying what they say. But the thing is that most guys don't listen to me. They don't listen. They don't listen to everything, just like you guys. So it's kind of like, even if he watches my channel, it's not like he's really paying attention. You see what I'm saying? It's not like you guys are really gonna listen to what I'm saying right now. Come on, I know. Anyways, ladies, this is Alex. By the way, the seminar in LA, we're canceling that. I have classes. I can't do that. Sorry, ladies. So I'm gonna send all the refunds, everything, because we can't do that seminar. All right, we're gonna do it in New York City instead. All right. Anyways, this is me. Peace out. Have a good day.
All right, ladies. So this is the course that all of you guys have been asking me for, and it's the Psychological Game of Attraction. This is pretty much the course that will make any man beg to want to commit with you. This is the course that I wish, I'll be honest with you, if I was a woman, this is the kind of course that I want, because it's a course that's specifically geared to help you understand how guys fall in love and how to do it in a systematic way that's almost predictable, right? So let me show you guys how this course is set up. By the way, there's a 30-day money back guaranteed on this course. So if you guys don't like it, you guys will get money back. Look, let me show you how it's done, right? So it's split up in a few sections. The first section is the introduction, obviously, what to expect from it. After that is I'm giving you an understanding of the psychology of attraction, right? Because you need to understand that dating is a game. You need to think strategically, that there are certain laws of human nature that you cannot break, and just a few things of why people love each other. It's very important to have a realistic expectation. After that, we go into the three phases of every relationship. They all go in these three phases, and these phases could overlap each other at times, right? The first phase is the pre-honeymoon period. It is when you first know the person, or it is when you're becoming acquaintance with the guy, or it is when you guys broke up and are back together, or it is when you guys had a long period of you guys not knowing each other, and now you guys want to rekindle things. This works in any point of the relationship that you need to spark interest and curiosity. So these videos are specific for that. Specific to create curiosity, how to get to know the guy the right way, using your non-verbals, how to create a powerful reputation. It's truly powerful stuff. After that is the honeymoon period. This honeymoon period is how to get from curiosity to interest to creating a deep connection. So all of these videos are specifically geared to that. Not the 30, no. These specific videos are there for this phase, and this phase is any phase. You guys are having a good happy moment. You guys just got back together, and now you feel that peak. You feel that happiness that you guys felt. That's what this is, right? So these videos are there for that, creating a lonely fantasy, the preemptive breakup, the triangle of love, using words to control his man. It's powerful stuff. After that is the post honeymoon period, and again is a short list of videos because these videos are there to solidify the connection that you already created. So if you just had an incredible moment, or you just came out of a vacation with a guy and everything went well, you better use this phase, because if you don't do this, he's gonna become disenchanted. It's just how it is. These are very specific videos, and if you and all you gotta do is just say, all right, where am I? I tell you where you guys are, and you just watch the video. It's pretty much like being coached by me. You got some bonus videos: stop being nice, dealing with the inevitable, how to deal with breakup, how to deal with getting over a dude. This is the how to overcome manipulation, identifying manipulation, deterring manipulation, defending yourself against manipulation, what to do if you're already in a manipulative relationship, and how to avoid them through detachment. It's pretty much an extremely succinct and laser focused course. Not one waste of motion. That's why I love it. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee if you guys don't like it. No questions asked, people. All right. And if you guys want to support this channel, this is how you support it. And I hope you guys enjoy this. All right. See you guys inside.